Jack Kaiser, and that just left a wide open running lane around the outside for Cade Klubnik.
Chambers now a halfback to the right of Klubnik, who's going to throw on 2nd and 1. Plenty of time, fires downfield. That pass caught by Keaton Kebeka. Kebeka open at the 5 and heads into the end zone for the score. Keaton Kebeka all day to throw that ball for Cade Klubnik, and the senior hits Kebeka. Deontay Davis on the coverage there, but for Kebeka, that's his 9th touchdown catch of the season. And for Cade Klubnik, that is number 26 for passing touchdowns. Beautiful route there by Kebeka at the end to score.
That's just a senior quarterback making a very quick diagnosis and decision and seeing his receiver wide open on the sideline.
Staying on for the extra point. It is up and good with 8:49 to play in the opening quarter. Westlake grabs the early lead over New Braunfels, 7-0. This is Westlake football.
Warm to the football.
2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right of the quarterback, Bauman, looking to hand it off here to Purdy. Purdy swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage as it was diagnosed immediately. And Colton Vosick loving life right now as he saw that play, got off his block, and made the play behind the line of scrimmage back to the 22-yard line. And it's a loss of 4 on the play.
It is such an athletic play from a 6'6" defensive end. Gain for Jack Kaiser.
And back to pass on 1st down and 10. Klubnik going again to the corner. Defender fell down. All alone is Adam Sullivan, and Sully comes down with it. A big-time catch for Sully as the defender fell down about 5 yards short of the goal line. And Sullivan comes open, not starting on offense, starting on defense, but in the rotation. And the senior comes down with it on a 35-yard touchdown strike from Cade Klubnik to Adam Sullivan. Touchdown, Westlake.
That's the Hendrick Automotive clutch play there as Adam Sullivan wide open after the defender falls down, and that's going to be about as easy as it gets for Cade Klubnik as Westlake puts another touchdown on the board.
Practice. Yeah. And on the point after touchdown here for Sayeg. Helms to snap it, Edgar to hold it, and Mark adds the extra point try. And with 5:39 to play in the first quarter, Westlake leading New Braunfels 14-0. This is Westlake football. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right of Cade Klubnik. He's back to pass on 1st down. Again, attacking the far side. Again, a receiver getting loose. And again, Cade Klubnik isolating on that far side against DeAndre Davis. And Davis just cannot keep up with Kebeka, Sullivan, and now Pierce Turner. Turner makes the grab for the score, and Westlake is on the board again.
Yeah, but this is not a situation where Turner was wide open when he threw the football.
Barksdale and Courtney on the back end of that play with 45 seconds left in the first quarter. It'll 2nd and 8. 2 wide receivers each way for Bauman. Bauman with not much time, and now he's going to go down in the clutches back near the 20-yard line as the pocket just collapsed on him. And Barksdale was there first. He kind of overran the play as Bauman stepped up in the pocket, but then it swallowed him up for a huge loss of 7.
Yeah, the pressure by Barksdale around the outside, and then Ponce coming up the middle.
15 seconds into the second quarter here at the area championship. Klubnik back to pass on 1st and 10. Tons of time. Now trying to throw somebody open. He is just standing back there waiting. This pass caught by Turner. Turner sidesteps a man at the 20-yard line and able to angle that 6'4" body down to what looks like the 17-yard line. So it's a big gain there with Klubnik with all day to throw the football. 15-yard gain and a 1st down here inside the Raising Cane's red zone. And Zane Villarreal on the coverage.
Yeah, just look at the offensive linemen. I mean, they're all engaged and just all sorts of time for Klubnik.
Now the sweep play here to Kaiser. Kaiser running through the hole again. Hit hard as Kaiser to the right of Klubnik. 2 wide receivers to Klubnik's right, 1 to his left, a halfback to his right. That's Chambers handing off to Kaiser, who walks into the end zone untouched from 7 yards out. Touchdown Westlake. And for the sophomore tailback, Jack Kaiser, into the end zone for the 11th time this season on the ground. And Westlake scores again with 9:29 to play here in the half. Touchdown Westlake.
I just love the attitude of this offensive line. Watching them after this play, they're still fighting, and they're still on their guys. Seeing Jack Griffin on the ground with the guy that he just pancaked, and I think Jack Griffin let him know that Westlake just scored that touchdown. Klubnik, you're right, that back end of the defense holding up really nicely.
3rd down and 10 as they look to roll right here on the play action, looking for the throwback. It's not there, and this one is caught improvising again off schedule, and Keaton Quebeca making the grab as he slides in underneath the coverage and just making it up as they go along as Klubnik finds Quebeca, and it's good enough to move the chains. An 11-yard gain here on the catch by Quebeca. Zone at the 12-yard line. Shaps can pick up a first down inside the 2, but they're not going to need to as Jack Kaiser takes it to the house. Ask not what your offensive line can do for you, but what you can do for your offensive line as that hole opens up, and he just marches right through to the end zone. We have a downed Chaparral here at the 10-yard line. We'll have to see if we can see anything. Might have been a rolled up here, but Jack Kaiser scores from 12 yards out, and the cheers go to silence here for the Westlake Chaparrals. Down on the ground at the 10-yard line. To the left of Bauman, one to his right, with Purdy to his right on 3rd down and 8. At their own 27-yard line, back to pass is Bauman. He has to avoid the pressure, still trying to avoid it. Getting swallowed up in the pocket, and he's down back at the original line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line. Good play there by Nate Wayand. Wayand comes in as a rotation on that defensive line and comes up with the sack. Wayand with his 2nd sack of the season as he brings down Bauman at the 25-yard line. It'll be 4th down and punting time yet again. Goal from the 1-yard line. 2 wide receivers to Klubnik's left, one to his right. Again, they go to the well. Nope, Klubnik's going to run it himself, and he has plenty of juice as he hops and skips into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Cade Klubnik, as he is into the end zone with 2:50 to play here in the first half. And for the Clemson commit, that is his 11th rushing touchdown, his 30th rushing touchdown of his career. Touchdown, Westlake.
And we have a flag after the play here, right in the middle of the line of scrimmage, as there is quite a bit of extracurricular activity going on. I know that these...
They have a touchdown.
Which Blake plays for when he's not playing for the Chaparrals. And concerned dad watching on there. Good to swarm to the ball here from the Westlake defense. Leopold and Dollar leading the way here as they swallow up the quarterback Bauman as he tried to take off there towards the 26-yard line. So he's dropped for a no gain on the play as he tried to run with the football. So he was actually on a quarterback keeper there. To his left has 3 wide receivers to his right, one to his left. On 1st down and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Back to pass. Klubnik with time, trying to find a screen to Kaiser. Kaiser makes the catch, turns the corner at the 50 to the 45-40. Down the left sideline, turns on the afterburner inside the 25 before he is driven backwards. And folks, just a flick of the wrist from Cade Klubnik into the arms of JFK. And Kaiser takes it for a ride as Westlake will take a timeout with 13 seconds left. And what a run after the catch here. Pure speed from JFK.
Yeah, that is an impressive burst from the sophomore running back as he tries to dive out of bounds.
Is Jaden Greathouse. Kaiser is on his right hip out of the shotgun. 1st down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Klubnik looking to roll right, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck and run. There's nobody there at the 10, at the 5, and into the end zone. Cade Klubnik taking a beeline to the end zone from 12 yards out for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. And Cade Klubnik scores. Touchdown, Westlake.
Well, there was one player on the field that the Braunfels did not account for, and that's number 6, Cade Klubnik, in the run game. Nobody out there as he gets an easy 12-yard touchdown run with 6 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter.
You know, John, if this were cartoons, you'd see those little bubbles down there in the comic strips going, dang it. You're the high safety, and you're like, I forgot about 6. With 6 seconds to play here in the first half, Sayeg adds the extra point. The original line of scrimmage at the 7-yard line will set up 2nd and goal. 2 wide receivers to the right of the formation here for Edgar. One to his left with a halfback to his right. Looking to hand the ball off. Edgar's going to keep it himself. Dart upfield inside the 5, and he's tackled shy of the goal line at the 3-yard line. So a 3rd and goal opportunity. You're in Charlie Barnett range. This is no problem here for Charlie, but you want to see this offense with some of its backups in the ball game. Some due to injury, some due to rest with the 49-7 score. But the starting lineup along the offensive line still very much a part of this game here in this opening drive for Westlake in the 3rd quarter. So on 3rd and goal, Christian Edgar with 2 wide receivers to his left, one to his right, halfback to his left, looking to hand the ball off, and Acosta is into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake. And for Nate, that's his first one. Touchdown, Westlake.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that Nate Acosta can get the job done as the primary running back right now in this offense. A nice looking run there is once again right up the gut, as you see Nat Stedt moving his man downfield, and this offensive line continuing to play good football.
Scrimmage on the offensive line, 2 wide receivers to the right on the pistol formation again. This time the handoff will go to Johnson, and he is thwarted, driven backwards, stopped at the 29-yard line, and it is not enough, well short. 2 wide receivers to the right of the formation, 1 to the left. Now on the play action, Edgar going to throw. Dumps it over the middle. That pass caught at the 25-yard line. Nice touch pass there with pressure coming. And the catch is made. I believe that's, yep, that's right. That's Princeton that just made that grab. Nicely done there. As the Chaparrals move the chains, and it's a first down. As Carter Princeton, the junior wideout, makes his grab and moves the chains. It's a pickup of 14 yards and a first down as Westlake leads 56-7.
We're seeing a lot more reserves on this drive, including on the offensive line. Now we see NAC4 coming in the game as well.
2 wide receivers each way here for Edgar. Flanked by Acosta, again looking to run it. Straight up the gut here inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line as Acosta picks up positive yardage inside the Raising Cane's red zone before Robinson drops him. And it's a good run on first down of 7 yards, and it sets up 2nd and 3. And it's just dominating football from the men up front for the Westlake Chaparrals.
534 total yards right now for Westlake, 226 on the ground. 31 first downs. That's a lot.
You got to be joking. 2 wide receivers each way. He doesn't joke, folks. 2nd down and 3. The handoff going to Acosta. Acosta taking on contact, breaking free to the 5 and into the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. His 2nd rushing touchdown of his career. And have a night, have a 3rd quarter, why don't you, Nate Acosta, as he ran right by Hymas and into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Nathan Acosta, the sophomore tailback, scores again, this time from 18 yards out. Touchdown, Westlake.
Yeah, and Acosta's really showing us something here in this 3rd quarter, and this is not just cleanup time type of runs. I mean, he is the kind of player for a unicorn.
3 wide receivers to Paxton, lands left, 1 to his right, looking to hand off to Sabraco. Sabraco straight up the gut, Sabraco at the 10, splits receivers and defenders, I should say, inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line, and Trevor Sabraco, once again, built kind of like Jack Kaiser. Derek Risk able to pull him down prior to pay dirt, but how about Trevor Sabraco as he's trying to punch this one home for a little playoff memory of his own. Right before he reached the goal line, down to the 1-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Westlake trying to put 70 points up in a playoff game. 2 wide receivers to the right of the formation here for Lamb. A back on either side. The handoff going to Cam Nisribi, and Nisribi is into the end zone. Touchdown Westlake for his 1st career score. Cam into the end zone. Touchdown Chaparrals.
Well, just a great drive for a little bit of a 1-2 punch between Cam and Sabraco. Sabraco takes it for 22, and then Cam finishes off the drive, and you can see he is pumped up. And I guarantee you that sideline and the starters on this team were probably just as pumped up as Cam that he got that touchdown.
Yeah, Joe, thank you, Coach. It's an area championship, which I know is something you don't take for granted. How satisfied are you with that, and just what a complete performance this was tonight?
Well, we talked to our kids all week long. We've got 3 team goals. One is to win a district championship, and one is to be practicing on Thanksgiving morning. And that allowed us, this victory tonight is going to allow us to be practicing on Thanksgiving morning. We returned to the Final 16 in the state of Texas. It's something we take a lot of pride in. So proud of our team. Came out ready to play. Absolutely complete respect for the team that we played. They were 9-2 coming in. They had beat some really good people this year. They beat a 10-0 team last week. They played really strong against Steele in their league. So they definitely had our attention, and our kids were ready to play tonight.
Well, you kind of led me into what was going to be my next question. You always talk about practicing on Thanksgiving. How special is that week when it's a holiday week and the kids are still playing football?
It's so special. You know, we're gonna play Friday against the winner of Far San Juan Alamo North and Eagle Pass. We'll play at 4 p.m. on the day after Thanksgiving in the Alamo Dome. So we will be practicing on Thanksgiving morning with our original varsity, but we get to have the Turkey Bowl on Wednesday, so that's always fun to be able to let our young ones and our third team guys, stuff like that, to get involved in a scrimmage on Wednesday morning.
A lot of those guys got to play tonight too.
Yeah, they all got to play tonight, so I'm really excited about that.